Against Centaur. I'm not sure if they have that flexibility to swap the lanes. Yeah, sure.
Safe lane Nico, so...
Yeah, they're not going to change their lanes, and because of that, if Aster is able to scout this out, they can actually have a very good matchups for them. Look at the Arc Warden's items. He's going mid. Verifier, Circlet. And the Razor has side lane items. Triple Brunch, Tangles, and a Salve.
Serenity. Why is that guy like?
You know what's lacking
he's half
there?
fallen down, but he's got no damage from his fall.
You know what is lacking there?
What's lacking?
Some
Fish.
koi fish.
Some koi fish. Some koi fish floating in the pond. Valve, we would like to have a change, please. But also like to have a team fight. Hanskin already starting it off. A lot of damage. Oh, he misses the impale. Hanskin body blocked up by Baboka, and he's got no way to get away. 33 also try and do the run. The slows, a secondary stun. All that stolen damage still in the hands of Razor, and 33 back to the tier 1 tower. He's going to avoid the Spark Wraith and be able to do so, but now...
Who got the kill? Who got the kill?
The kill went to Chuan?
Yep, the Razor got the kill.
Does it feel weird actually calling him Chuan? Like, am I the only person that thinks like it's like is it just a tribute?
No.
No.
That's his actual real name.
Sorry, I just remember the original Chuan.
What a surprise.
Dude. Many people have the same name. It's a common name.
It's a common Chuan. It's a common name.
Okay, it's a common common name among Chinese people.
Okay. Okay. Even though Chuan was Malaysian.
Malaysian, Chinese, fine. Malaysian, whatever. You're trying to tilt me.
No, I would never do that, Winter. I want you totally focused and standing upright with your koi fish to balance you out.
I would prefer beta fish, but that's fine too.
What's the difference between a beta fish and a koi fish?
I just like betas more, and koi fish are very expensive. And I want to have many fishes.
It's the affordable fish. Got it. It's the,
okay,
it's the support fish.
Arc Warden did not get the last hit on the first blood.
No, he didn't. That's why I said, like,
good news.
It went to the Razor instead. If you want to call that good news.
Okay, fine. Half good news.
Actually, will be potentially 3 runes as well. Fado was able to grab the bottom one, but now Baboka moving his way over, able to connect on the stun, and once again, more stolen damage, and he's got 2 tangos and a headdress, so I suppose he can stand in the lane for now. As Centaur TPs to the bottom lane, and it feels like Aster got exactly the lane matchups they wanted.
So on paper, they should win mid, they will win bot. Top should be, I guess, pretty comfortable for the Pango as well, because he's laning against the Medusa. I think they'll be really happy with this setup at the moment. And I think the bot lane, the Nyx probably has to go drag the creep wave. I don't think they can play the lane head on. He has to drag the creep wave and force the Razor to last hit on the tower, so at least use the creep equilibrium to their advantage.
I like how Fade and Fada just want to tip each other at the top lane. It's from the very beginning. It's like, hey guys.
Well, that's not going to work if they're muted.
That's,
well, you never know.
Crap, next level. And SCCC is not having the greatest time against Limb so far. 6-3 versus 2-0 after the first waves.
I mean, he used like, I think he used a lot of his mana, like 3. He cast Spark Wave 3 times at the bottom fight. So maybe that's like part of the factor. And on top of things, he hasn't played mid for quite some time.
Should remember, it's like riding a bike down on bottom lane. Hanskin able to get a good stun off, but Razor stealing all that damage. At least 33 is able just to bully them back, and Chuan can use the damage just to ensure some last hits apart from that range creep, but no one saw that.
You saw that.
I did see that. Thank you, Accurate Winter.
We are a team. We're here to help each other.
Oh, are we?
Oh, now we are not? Okay, so I'm gonna try to throw you under the bus.
Uh-huh. Give it your best shot, you'll probably succeed. Alright.
So far, top lane is, I think both sides are quite contented with what they got for their cores, the Dusa and the Pango. You'd probably be more happy on the Pango, because you're the one that wants some quick levels and you're going to be rotating around to help the team. Medusa is just going to farm, like, regardless of having a good lane or a bad lane, you're going to be farming as a Medusa, you know?
Wow, they're actually going to wall up XSS. He's already used his swashbuckle. Difficult to get away. Nico, baby, trying to stay on top, but that's the reason why he got Fade. Just to telekinesis throw back one of the heroes. So there's space for salving. This creep wave is so messed up on bottom lane. It's always behind the tower, around the corner.
Perfect for the Centaur. If the wave is not chaotic, he's not going to be able to get creeps against the Razor. This is what they want. It's like a very good play by Hansken, ruining everything. Like the Razor is like feeling so uncomfortable having to last hit behind the tower or under the tower.
Man, that really just go. XSS and Fade do not want to give up on this. Like you Fade bolt, you keep the disarm going over on Disruptor, and then the wall comes up, so Fada at least has some kind of save. But Nico's got no real mana. He's got 4 1 charges available. They're going to line themselves up, and now Nico baby goes down to XSS.
Yeah, and look at what they're doing at bot lane. It's really, really good because the creep wave was at the
tower. They got another one. Fada's dead too.
Too bad.
Now we can look back down to bottom lane.
Yep, because the creep wave was under the tower. I was just wanting to highlight what the Centaur plus the Nyx were doing. So they were zoning the Razor out, so he couldn't get the experience under the tower. He missed one whole wave of creep.
Stick. Oh, Baboka. Too heavily chain stun. Couldn't get the 96 charges off.
Well, this lane is actually going very, very well for the Centaur and the Nyx.
You know, it feels like Baboka's actually still doing the right thing. Like he loses his life, so he has his spirit that can then pull the wave off the tower and then back in range of the Razor, just to make sure that his core is going to be fine. That's why he made the initial move and got killed in the first place.
Die for your carry?
Yeah, pretty much.
He's gonna come back to the lane now, preparing to contest the bounty runes in 25 seconds.
Didn't actually realize Limp is actually a half level in front of SCCC as well.
28 to 16. Okay, maybe this matchup. I don't know. Okay, I don't know the matchup.
Yeah, well, it's the matchup. It's the puck that's after he's been nerfed, but it's also Limp playing this in SCCC, as you said. Like how comfortable is he in this role currently?
There are certain basic stuff about the lane you probably wouldn't lose even if you didn't play a long time. Nico, baby.
Trouble again. Around the 5-minute runes, you had Fada move over, and nice body blocking XSS trying to keep the tree line cut up, and Nico, baby, no, he's got 1 charges available. Fada's going to put the wall up, but Fade, as well as XSS, they just stay at the back of it, cop a little bit of damage. Care Courier.
Mid lane as well. Nyx is planning to rotate around. They have Dream Coil on Limp.
Yeah, but the Observer's down from both sides.
Yeah, this is perfect from Baboka. Like what he's doing is the moment he sees the Nyx go missing, he's just trying to be that human ward or to run around and make sure that they see him so Warden feels safe. And Hansken doing just what he has been doing for the past 6 minutes.
They're going again on Nico. He's just never got any mana. Like Fada will come in, a level 2 Thunderstrike, but Nico, baby, man goes up, so he's got a little bit more shields, realizes he needs this. Because XSS will have a lot of damage himself, while Hansken will die on bottom lane to Baboka. Nico, still so low, Swashbuckle is up, he's going to connect and get the kill. Support seeping in, Puck looking for a rebuttal with level 6 on Limp. They get the Dream Core control, and XSS will go down.
Oh, that was really, really good play there by the Pango, yeah. Pressuring the Medusa so much, and he doesn't even have enough levels and items to go to the jungle even if he wants to. He has to come back to the lane and farm here. And bot lane, Centaur.
Baboka's already used his stun, begins the TP out, and the stolen damage is not enough to kill 33. And Nico baby, okay, I don't know if this was part of the plan. Like Nico baby just TP'd towards the mid after Limp walked from the top lane to the mid. I suppose it's okay. It's a bottle refill.
I mean, this is the weakness of having a Medusa on the side lane, though. You get bullied very easily. That's why a lot of teams, when they draft the hero, they like to put the hero in mid lane because it's harder to bully him out of the lane. And on the second benefit of having him in the mid lane, it's very near for him to move to the jungle to farm, which is what you want to do. You push out with Mrs. Snake, move to the jungle, and just keep rinse repeat.
But now that big advantage the Puck was able to achieve, like, yeah, you moved towards the top lane, you found a kill, but I see him farming jungle, and I'm also seeing Arc Warden now only 100 net worth behind.
He's doing what he's supposed to do. Right now, he has to try to use his spells to get to create pressure. Even if he's not killing anyone, he wants to force rotations to a specific area on the map away from the Dusa. So he's going to go behind the Pangolier. There's a glimpse on XXS. Not sure if they have enough damage to get in.
Well, on bottom lane, Stampede is out. Next Assassin, Spy Carapace by a little bit more space for Hanskin, but Baborka staying with him.
I guess Centaur did survive, so that's still alright for Alliance, losing the support towards that rotation. Puck, where is he going?
33. Faye doesn't have telekinesis, but Vengeful Spirit's just in the neighborhood. I'll throw down the Spark Wraith, so first attack. He can get the pick up now and throw him back into that Spark Wraith if he wants to. No, he's just out of range still, but it doesn't matter. 33. They have more than enough damage. Even Chorn from down on the low ground gives the extra plasma field hit, so SCCC can claim his first kill of the game.
Yeah, that was really good to realize that he actually needed to be with his team for them to secure the kill. Like some of the mid players would be like, if it's not a guaranteed kill, they don't really want to move over to try and do something, you know. They only want to do it if it's 100% guaranteed or at least higher percentile move. And so, gets them a big kill there on the Centaur. He's been very, very annoying in the bottom lane for the Razor to deal with.
I don't know if Baborka really wants to be here. He's putting down a sentry ward so he can like block up some of the camps so Nico can't get the farm.
I mean, sure, he doesn't really want to be here, but I think he needs to be trying to set up some aggressive vision.
Did he actually scout? Did they actually see him drop that sentry?
Not very sure.
It would have been very difficult to see it.
Yeah, because at the moment, he's just trying to slow the Medusa down, either by blocking his camp. I think this is a really, really good move, because it's going to annoy the Medusa a lot. He can't really go back to the lanes, because he's being pressured a lot, and the only space he can farm is the jungle here. Since he doesn't really have enough to farm the Ancients yet, this is going to annoy him a lot, and Bounty is going to come up in 30 seconds. So we'll see which side does Aster contest here.
Well, as you glimpse. It's just trying to pull the Pango away from him. Fada begins his TP out. Vengeful Spirit needs to get in range of the magic missile,
really,
but it's too
TP.
far out.
Very good TP there by Fata. And so Centaur's going to stack up the Ancients. Seems like Radiant is going to get 3 bounty wins at least. So big win there for them.
Other big win, the fact that 10 camps didn't spawn up for Nico. He's pinging out saying like, okay, well, now I know there's a ward there. Well, Puck's able to actually steal the Invis rune. Nothing like a good action rune for some bottle charges.
So they have to try to make action happen somewhere. Fata's level 6.
Baborka. I like this. He knows he can be potentially just glimpsed away, so he turns around to try and look for the fight, but it'll still end up going down. Glimpse. Now it's going to fly in. Quick stun over towards Fata. Actually pulling out of it in the Dream Coil. Pangolier really caught out this these 2 heroes from Aster trying to invade into the dire jungle.
They don't have enough heroes here. They needed the Razor to come, but at the same time, props to Alliance for defending their area here. Because if you can't push the towers below, you want to go back and defend the area that the Medusa is farming, so he has safety to farm around his teammates.
They go into the mid. With a smoke maneuver, Rubik and Razor, they are coming this time around to invade, and Fata, well, he's going to break the smoke, puts down the wall, doesn't have the storm, however. So Fata will lose his life quickly after giving 71 bonus damage.
Great play by Fata. He realizes there's no one on the map, so he's standing at a position either if the smoke comes from the left or the right, he'll break it, and he's totally okay dying. And now Medusa moves all the way top to try and push out the waves. He's happy with what happened here. Enemy wasted time with the smoke, and they only got a position 5 support. This is like really, really good play.
But you still lose the tier 1 tower. That one Dire Observer, what they placed down, didn't see the second sentry ward that was planted.
Yep, and look at what's happening right now. The ward around top side of the jungle sees a trend, and he sees one more hero rotating top, so immediately Nico Baby TPs to the middle lane, pushes out the wave, goes to the jungle, and continues scaling. and they managed to get a pick off here again. Bobokam wants to get vision down in the area. You realize the game is all about hunting the Medusa for the Radiant team. Whatever they're doing is all trying to make sure that Medusa gets slowed down. You steal his camp, you block his neutrals, you chase him away. But whatever they did so far, Medusa is still doing a good job at running around dodging them because of the good vision that Dire team has right now.
So if you're trying to keep Medusa down, like who's the one you're trying to buff up in the meantime? Like you're trying to keep her down so what, SCCC is able to get more space?
Yep.
Is he meant to be the really big player here, or is it meant to be the Razor?
He is going to be the big player. The Razor is going to be the supporting cast. Not to say Razor cannot be the big hero. We saw in the earlier series, even though Razor was like the supporting core, he was able to carry the game as well, become a really strong force later into the game.
But it's the synergy you're looking for, right? Like Razor can actually tank and be the front liner.
Yep.
So SCCC isn't threatened in the back.
Space maker, utility, you name it, he's just the team player.
Alliance are coming. That's so Aster. Everyone's smoking. Limp's giving the first one to be detected. They're putting down the spark race, but Disrupting going to get a really great field as well as Storm down, combining it with Dream Coil. No way for Rubik to escape. Vengeful Spirit will wait it out. SCCC, that's a very, very long glimpse. A long way back. He'll get the bubble down as well as the clone creation. Creating more space. It's a good hit. At least getting a lot of disarms from the swashbuckle. Vengeful Spirit will lose his life as Puck had to hunt him on the back lines, and Razor really being put to the test, putting that storm damage out, but he doesn't have enough life to survive. Only now you get the rolling thunder going to work from Pango, and 33 is having a hard time dodging it, but dodge it he shall. 3 heroes lost. There goes 33, finally going down to SCCC.
Man, Fata is like literally the man of the moment in the last couple of minutes for his team. You don't realize both teams, they are actually replicating the same move. They're doing the same things. They're moving to the same area. Alliance understand that Nico maybe he wants to farm around this area because he's been moving from top to bottom. And here we see again the fight. The good static storm. I think this is already, the storm was over. Yeah, the storm was over. It all started with a good static storm from Fata. He was standing on the high ground. They ran up, smoke broke. He silenced, I think, 3 heroes at least.
Yep. And then it was just Alliance standing their ground.
This is just a really, really good example of like top tier support play. Space, you know, Toby?
Yes.
If you're a carry, this is the space you want.
And you get stronger and stronger with Alliance. It feels like Alliance have so many great ways of either reducing the distance as well between themselves and Aster, or just like keeping Aster on top of them. It's meant to be the other way. I say it's meant to be the other way around with the split push that can come from an Arc Warden, but you went Treads, Maelstrom, 3 Wraith Bands. Like, this is a fighting Arc Warden. This isn't a split push kind of game. They have to be ready for combat.
But it's going to be a long game, I think. It's an Arc Warden against the Medusa. Unless someone does like a really, really big mistake that results in a team wide in front of your base, and yeah, of course the game will end. But if everyone is playing cautiously, and you know, it won't be so easy to get such a breakthrough until the later portions of the game. Even though Arc Warden is a good core-to-core matchup, in my opinion, against the Medusa, but they do have, I think, really good answers towards the Arc Warden. Arc Warden is a hero that's very weak. He's like Sniper, he's weak against face rush, like a Centaur Stampede or Puck jumping right in front of your face and coiling you. So they do have the tools to deal with the Arc Warden. I mean, and the Spike Carapace is also very annoying for him because you'll be casting the race around the battlefield and you just get stunned all of a sudden if you're not careful. That's why, going back to your point, I think the Razor might also need to be a strong force going. He can't just like think about, I am playing for the Arc Warden, so I'm not trying to scale as much.
So you're going Yules and BKB as his item choice, so yeah, he can stand on the front lines. He'll get his damage from somebody else.
But with the Ventura, he has a lot of potential of doing a lot in the team fight. Maybe with a Satanic somewhere down the future.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And you look at the map right now, so Nico maybe is getting a lot on the... He's farming the left jungle, he's farming the Ancients, he's moving left to right. And you look at the vision. They have...
Well, this is a ballsy D-Ward. He'll get it off. Got the wall.
Mission accomplished.
I like how Fata also tries to control him with the Storm and glimpse him back over again. Baboka, and they're committing heavily towards this. There's a Dream Call out, so Rubik will stand, but he also steals the Dream Call, and thanks to the ball, Baboka was actually protected. Now the Stampede. Alliance looking to disengage once again, and they are able to do so. But there's a stolen Dream Call in the hands of that Rubik.
But not sure if they want to use it anytime soon though. Pango is not ulti. I'm not sure if they can force a fight, but we'll see. Maybe they feel that with the stolen Dream Core, they're actually still strong enough to take a
Pango feels pretty tanky. Like he's got both Vlads as well as a completed Hood of Defiance over on him. You got Yule up and running.
So he went for the team items this game.
You've got a Manta style on the dude, so that's the other way around. And no Stampede for 75 seconds. No Crimson Guard Centaur in place either. So try and add some pressure to the tier 2 tower instead. And backlines fade. He sounds, maybe he doesn't get a Dream Call off after all. Turns around, now he can actually get it. It caught out Nick's Assassin as well as a Centaur. The Rubik dies instantly after being glimpsed back into the fight. The bubbles are down. Hanskin and Nico, they walk into it. Razor gets some extra distance, but that leaves XSS kind of stranded by himself. He can swashbuckle up the hill right now. Kill off the creep wave that was following him. But it won't stop Lim from keeping the chase. Once again, the Dream Call comes out. XSS will lose his life.
Really good play by the Knicks and the Disruptor there. Both the supports there turning the fight around. I think it was a bit overzealous by the Rubik trying to initiate because they didn't have the roll, like I mentioned. Sure, you have the coil, but sometimes that's a trap, you know. You think you're strong, but your teammates don't have their spells ready, so they are not strong. So despite having the call, they didn't have any follow-up after that, so they couldn't really take the fight.
Radiant structures are fortified.
A little bit too over-eager there by Aster. I guess that's the Nico baby factor for you. Nobody wants to go late game against him.
No, not against this Dusa. Saw it last night, don't want to see it again, but I'm also seeing SCCC getting stronger and stronger.
Warden is really good against Medusa. I think that's one of the... I mean, apart from Anti-Mage, I think he's one of the better heroes against Medusa with the bubble. If you want to go late game against Medusa, that's probably one of your better bets.
Is there a specific itemization too you want to do against the Dusa? Or is it just like kind of
on who?
Counter...
Arc Warden?
Yeah, on Arc Warden. Like, cause he's at least got the Mjolnir right now, so there's like that mix. The Crimson Guard won't be as much of a protection, but Hurricane Pike, Mjolnir, then like what, MKB, expecting more Butterfly, or...
It might just be the normal items. I don't see any like other special items that he needs against Medusa. It's just going to be all the carry items. Maybe Butterfly, Skadi, no Skadi, but...
So it's just really the survive straight right click kind of combo.
He might need the Hurricane Pike to disengage against the Centaur.
Man, that's a really good Radiant Observer Ward, just out of range of the Dire Sentry.
I mean, because you think about it, all he needs to do is just survive, because the Razor, if he gets the link on the Medusa, the Medusa won't be able to fight the Arc Warden.
But then, yeah, no damage.
So if Arc Warden can stand the front line, tank, and, you know, draw out the spells, that'll be great for Radiant.
It's a good scan. They're trying to sentry to get a little bit of information. There's no Observer Ward on the hillside.
Yep, it's gonna be the dance for the Roshan fairly soon.
They actually put this Radiant Obs like almost at the Dire base on the northern side. Like it's so far away from anyone that's gonna try and de-ward it.
That is not useful now, but it will be useful if they actually get the Roshan and they push the top tier 2 tower. Then it will be useful. But right now there's a smoke coming in from Aster. Once again, they are going to regain control of the bottom side of the map. They have a wall at top, they don't see anyone heading top, so they know Dire team is the bottom lane. Hoping to catch Nico Baby, but Nico Baby is not here.
Limp just used his Rift as well as his Orb. So they'll find him in the tree lines, a quick little phase shift. Now Orb's going to come back off cooldown, but very quick control.
Wow, they actually got him, huh?
Yeah.
Didn't expect that to happen. A bit too careless there.
You want to nuke the wave and just get the hell out of there.
Yeah, he took a little too long. Like sometimes you're pumped and you feel like, oh, there's no way they get me. And he got lifted by the Rubik. So the dance for the Roshan is still not happening yet. Medusa has finished his 4-star, Manta style going into the Hurricane Pike. So both of the carries having the similar kinds of progression in terms of their items. But the key one I feel right now is going to be all the team items that both sides are trying to get. Because I feel if the fight breaks out, whoever side outlives and outlasts the other side is going to win the fight. So if you can't kill when you initiate, you're going to lose the fight. That is going to make fights hard to come by because everyone is going to be very careful. So Roshan is the only thing that will force you to fight.
Well, Nico would like to wait a little longer before the fights begin. There's a rapier
Wow,
to build.
okay.
This is the special.
Why am I not surprised?
Because it's a constant thing for him. But other new items start to arrive, so a full pipe completed over on the Pangolier.
Halberd is going to help them a lot. So they're going to build double halberds on the Razor and the Pangolier. But it will take them probably around another 5-10 minutes to get those.
That's as long as the rapier would take. And it's not like Medusa's going to be able to attack during that time either.
That's actually a very, very good selection. It's going to completely make this Medusa useless in the fights. She's going to rely on her team to protect her. Keep those two Heaven Halberds away from her.
Yeah.
But earlier in the panel mentioned as well, because having Venge means that you can actually draw the Medusa into a really bad position so that you can actually isolate and kill her. So the Medusa in this game doesn't really feel like she's that invincible and you can't really kill her.
Baboka DC? No, alright. Okay, he literally stopped walking for 10 seconds while being attacked by a neutral camp.
You know why that happens a lot to support players? Because you're looking at the mini-map and or you're talking to other players in the game.
Are you saying people are observant when they're support players? I don't like this.
You get the point, Toby. I thought you said we are a team.
That's right. We I forgot. We committed to this, right, didn't we? Nice pressure from Alliance being applied to the bottom lane. And SCCC.
BKB also almost completed on the Arc Warden. So they will have, I think this is quite a strong timing. Double BKBs on Razor, Arc Warden. They have the pipe completed, like you mentioned earlier.
And it's not like Fada's trying to rush an Aghanim Scepter on this Disruptor.
Aghanims?
It's going to be a little bit further away.
You have dreams.
It's a lot of dreams. Support to people too. They can earn money.
And he has the Philosopher's Stone, so that's the money coming in for him. That's like your dream item as a support.
I don't need to attack. I farm with my Thunderstrike, which is only level 2.
And I get money.
I get money. For doing nothing.
Why are you so salty when you say that?
I'm not salty. There's no salt involved in this.
I thought you're a support player. Oh wait, you farm with your support player, so technically you're support/core.
Yep, so you're my hero.
Okay, so they do a smoke with this timing. They have double BKBs and the pipe completed.
Alliance read it way too well. The smoke's going to break on Ruby against Willis Tango.
Like
the attack with the swashbuckle up the hill. Glimpse. Yeah, you're coming back in, Pangolier. And then swap straight back out again. So Vengeful Spear on the front lines, able to connect on the stun, but Hanskin picked up himself. My god, that damage is so quick and hard. SCCC has already found the kill, even with the Dream Core control. Alliance, they stone gaze. It looked like they wanted to get involved in that, but then they didn't.
Oh, this is high ground. There's no stone gaze.
No tier 2 towers, Roshan. They're pinging Roshan. They're pinging 25-minute bounty runes. You see, like, Baboka was already making the run for it, and then I think he got called over by the rest of his team. It's like, we need your aura.
Yeah, but that move itself is a very good indication of how good these two teams are. Aster, seizing their strong timing, doesn't smoke push mid, and Alliance, on the other hand, they decided maybe we can defend, and after they popped the smoke, next landing he died, they retreated right away. They realized that they have double BKB, they don't overcome into the fight. So both teams are just doing the right things and knowing their limits. And so Roshan goes down and Aegis goes to SCCC. Next item, what is he going to go next? Is he going to complete the Hurricane Pipe? Or he wants to go for more damage?
See, Hurricane Pipe doesn't make as much sense when you're getting caught continuously by Dream Coil, but having the push to maybe get out Disruptor wall.
Or you can just go damage. You kill him before he kills you.
Rapier, huh?
Maybe the all Arc Warden, yes.
Not the new one. Give him a Skadi.
Skadi will be okay.
Because he'll just tank through everything, right? And if you do get in trouble, the Vengeful Spirit will do exactly what he did. Oh, you've caught someone inside of Wall Storm.
What would be the other option? Maybe a Hex, so you can disable the Medusa. Since you get the double Hex, that would be also a decent option. And on the Puck, because the Puck has been so elusive.
Hey, we are 1,500 away from Nico Baby having his Rapier.
You just want to keep your eyes on that Rapier.
If it's lost during the fight, you know it's all over, and it still feels like SCCC has enough damage to burn through Nico's shields
What
pretty
if
quickly.
you have a backup rapier, so it doesn't matter if you lose one?
Sure. Have you got the money?
Maybe in 50 minutes I have, or Nico has.
It seems like one of those business plans that will only get investment if you have somebody who's passionate about the project.
Oh, he's definitely passionate about the project. He has Medusa tattooed on his body.
Just the word, so we can remove it later. Storm is down, Limp. Having some issues. That's the Rubik Stolen Static Storm. Trying to go to use, and yeah, okay, they didn't realize that he orbed himself to the north and blinked away.
I mean, this is like perfect what he's doing. He's taking the dead limb, like the dangerous area of the map, and look at where Medusa is falling. He's causing so much distraction that Medusa gets to farm this whole area.
Well, it's not like Limp can get easily caught because he's already got the Lincoln Spear up and running.
That's what I thought the last time when he died.
That's true.
He has the Lincolns this time, so probably very unlikely. They have to break his Lincolns and get the leaf on the Rubik.
Yeah, very difficult to do.
And Pangolin, on the other hand, almost completes the helmet. This is a really, really big item for them.
Radiant's top tower.
Razor halfway there to his helmet as well.
Ooh, this greedy Razor. Orb of Destruction just backpacking it.
Greedy Razor. Is he? Like no one else can use the item anyway. Who else is going to use the... I hear a glimpse.
Yeah, it's that's
On the,
yeah.
okay, not the illusion, the clone.
So top lane needs to be pushed back out again. Halbert is now completed for XSS.
Aegis is expiring in, 2 minutes. Oh, he's doing Hex here.
So all other towers of Alliance have been removed during this time, and you got your 2 Halberts. I think the other one's coming out on Courier.
Yeah, I really want to commend the items that they're buying. The Hex and the double Halberts. This is going to make sure that the Medusa is not going to do anything at all in the fights, even he has a rapier. But if he has a BKB, things will change.
This is Aster coming in with a plan. They boot camp before this one. They got themselves a new coach as well before this.
Standing coach.
Is he just stand-in?
Yeah, Lanem is standing. The new coach is QQQ.
Yeah.
Official coach.
It's like, I'll come if you can reach the major. What? Up and towards the air. Hanskin. A little bit of trouble for him.
You are that guy, you know, the guy who will run the moment he sees something wrong is about to happen and you look to your left, the guy is gone. I can't believe you're that guy, Toby. I'm so sad.
I'm sorry, can you not judge my character, please? This is defamation right now. It's going to be a...
All right, sorry. We are a team. We have to support.
It's just like DotaBuff all over again. Hey, we're working well together. That was a great fight. And then just angry at each other the next minute.
Then you mute your mic and you say whatever shit you want to say.
Oh, I never worked that out. That's how to survive the pub crawl.
You have to release the stress sometimes, you know. You can't let it stay inside you and destroy
Well,
you.
not all of us can have fish like you, Winter.
I mean, you can if you want to.
Yeah, it's maybe I can't afford it on the caster salary.
Wow.
Not working enough
And
events.
you can't buy a $10 fish. Yeah, sure.
They're more expensive in London.
And looking what you're wearing right now, and you tell me you can buy a $10 fish.
Hey, this is a bargain from TK Maxx. They're on the hunt up on top lane. Spider legging through the trees, catching 33 out. Limp is nearby. He actually blinks up closer to him and now begins his own TP out. The Rolling Thunder comes through. TP to be cancelled. Both have no way out now. And the Hex control. You got it right. It was there from SCCC. And they'll turn their attention over towards 33. Swashbuckle a little off target, but swap him back in again. Keep the crushes, keep the slaughter.
What he's doing,
5
he's
heroes
killing the creep.
together.
He took out the creep wave before he died.
Victory? Question mark?
Consolation prize.
No, okay. It's like a box of chocolates.
A box of chocolates?
Yeah, you know how you play Wheel of Fortune and you get to have the board game Wheel of Fortune, so you can remember your failure for not actually getting through into the final round.
Chocolates are legit gifts, Toby.
Are they?
I wouldn't consider them consolation.
Depends what type of chocolate, it might be good. Spike Carapace already out. Hex, look how quickly the jump fade. Waiting it out. He's got his own Spike Carapace available too. So once again, it feels like Aster moved from one side lane to the other, just finding a pickoff on Alliance. But
Medusa.
space is created. Medusa has Divine
You have
Rapier.
learned, Toby, you have learned.
Yes, I have. I'm looking now. I see it all. It's so clear. Thank you, Winston.
Nico, baby, is not dead. That is the objective. He's farming, you are happy.
And you can defend the high ground.
He
But
brings you closer to victory.
don't you just wait for Roshan now? You just get the Aegis and cheese and then you go up against the Medusa?
Yes, but then Dyer is going to smoke out and take a fight. If Dyer doesn't smoke out and take a fight, they'll be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, Farmer's in a lot of trouble. He threw the Thunder Strike out and Fade's already got a quick jump over.
It's okay, it's not Nico, baby.
It's all right as long as Nico's alive.
He cleared the wave.
He did, in fact, clear an entire wave. But now you've got BTs on the Arc Warden, and these side lanes are going to push in a lot harder. It's also buying time as well for Puck. Puck's about to hit level 20. You're going to have that Aghanim Scepter a little sooner.
Aghanim Scepter.
It kind of... Well,
I kind of feel like it's the damage is lacking. I'm not sure about if the problem is the disable. I was like thinking if you could go Dagon and go behind the back lines and you try to kill the bench.
well, if this was the old Puck with the phase shift attack and all that kind of jazz, then maybe you'd have an option.
I mean, he took the spell M anyway, or at level 15.
That he did. Goes for
Because I think that the Puck's job.
Oh, look at him go. Look at him go. Oh, a fade. He's reading it perfectly. There's a quick little silence. Limps over towards the trees, but now they break through the Lincoln Sphere. He'll Dream Coil, but that just means Dream Coil is stolen by the Rubik. And they keep bouncing him off the wall. XSS finds the kill on Limp, and my God, Fade. I just love watching anybody who's a high tier player play a Rubik. It's just so much fun to watch.
You can put the blame on me. I was the one who said, oh, he's not going to die. He's fine. He has Lincolns now.
Why did you do it? But don't worry, space was created by 33 on the bottom lane. He's cleared a wave. He's cleared a wave.
Yeah, you're not wrong. He cleared the wave. Medusa's farming.
And now he can afford a Blink Dagger. He can't afford buyback with that, but he can afford a Blink Dagger. And Nico is still farming up more, so they're getting Lincoln Spheres.
Yeah,
There's hexes, there's too much that can break it.
In the team fights, they have to be able to get the supports though. If they don't kill the bench and the Rubik, the team fights are going to be very hard. They can't really kill the other cores because of the bench. So I think it's either one of the Puck or the Centaur, they have to blink. Make sure that they keep the bench out of the fight so he cannot swap.
You know the crazy thing is, like, you watch that net worth graph go up, you watch the experience graph go up, but the win probability is still only 66% for Aster.
Now you know why it's Medusa first phase. They actually know something.
They do nothing.
No, nothing about Star Wars.
God, Winter!
The Force is with Toby.
Alright, so Hurricane Pine is going to be completed by Arc Warden soon. He's got a Monkey King buff, so he's pretty much...
Wait, what? He got the discount rapier?
Yeah,
we had a discussion.
I'm sorry, we can't all have coys. What is it again? The $10 fish. He got the $10 fish, everybody.
Okay.
Oh, they're just waiting, Aster. They're waiting for Roshan.
We just had a discussion on the panel whether why would you want to buy Monkey King Bar when there's a rapier? We choose right.
See, there's this thing called death. It has consequences. Now, Roshan is up in 12 seconds now, but we just hit a level 25 Arc Warden with 30% lifesteal, and he's looking to do the miracle. Hey, Roshan.
Hold the high ground.
Hang on.
Hold the high ground.
Roshan spawns too early. He can't one-hit it.
No.
And they didn't have Veil. They didn't have anything like that.
This is not a very good timing, is it? Are they going to make it on time? It's going to be close. Oh, they don't have the high ground, Toby.
33 is not ready to jump. Now he can jump in. The Stampede. No, SCC's already got the Aegis model, and they got the grab over on the Centaur. The Storm of War came down, but it affects almost nothing. Rubik will die, but you burn your BKB as well as your Stone Gaze. Yeah, it's time to run away. Nico needs to be able to survive, even a bash over on the puck. Nope, he's going to be able to orb himself away to safety, but they're searching for others. Fada's going to be that one. Running down the river.
Oh, that was such an unfortunate timing, though.
What a huge split. Fada, he can't TP. Fade blinks up on top of the hill so they get the extra information.
So it was one buyback from Aster. Rubik. He was the only one.
Yeah,
Rubik.
it was Rubik. Rubik was the only player that bought back in all of this, and Aster lose what? Disruptor.
33.
Okay, never mind. Okay, there's... Hey, well, Space creative for Nick's Assassin to TP away. And Puck's pushing in the top lane, so Alliance is still buying more and more time.
For that second rapier, Toby.
But yes, one rapier is not enough.
And then you get disarm. Oh wait, disarm. Oh wait.
Well, I'm just breaking free, you know.
With the Lincolns, maybe? Yeah, if he can get the Lincolns.
As long as you get your head in the game. Well, so many spark rays starting to appear around that tier 3 tower as SCCC just from range.
So this is reminding me of wasn't there a game that someone just died to the spark ray from full to 0? Was it BP?
Yeah, it was Roshan who at Epicenter.
Oh, the Roshan? Okay.
Yeah, that's why you got to keep up with the memes, man. That's why he's trying to full miracle Roshan.
Oh, he had Arcane Rune. Yeah, he had Arcane Rune.
Yeah, he had Arcane Rune, and there was a Veil as well applied to Roshan. And then he was able to 100% to 0. Well, this mid-Rax is going down. Still no Centaur up, still no stun. Nico, very uncertain about this. He knows he can hold out against just a mid lane. That's fine.
I think even if the Raxes are all down, he will hold the game. He's a Medusa.
Oh, nice by Carapace. Actually using the Spark Ray to catch out the Arc Wall, but the BKB comes up, disrupted a little bit too close. The wall is doing a half-decent job, not to mention the Dream Coil, but Stone Gate hasn't really done that much. Once again, Nico Baby trying to play from the back lines, and now it's going to be a stampede out. They yours forward. You've got another quick jump out. A little bit of damage has been thrown, but not that much. Everyone's still up and running. Rubik has the extra stun.
Can he get someone?
It's a little hard. They're kind of all standing inside the bubble. A jump forward, XSS finding the target. They're going after the raid boss is down. Rapier is on the deck and it's in the hands of the Pangolier. Oh, GG, they call it. They realize it was all or nothing. And this is why sometimes going full koi fish is not the way, but either way, the Rapier drops. Aster take game 1, and they were heavily in control of this game, and never really looked like they lost control of this game.
What a game of Dota, Toby. What a game. Like, both teams showed what